pipeline in APAC is actually really, really strong and has been for a long time, which means there's pent-up demand by companies to go public. There is also interest by all investors in making sure that they can get access to this market. And so we needed that U.S. IPO market to really reopen. We obviously had that earlier this year with Astera Labs and Reddit and continuation through the early part of the summer. The choppiness in August kind of slowed that down. But we needed the U.S. market to lead. It was never going to be APAC IPOs leading. But we also have seen some amazing global IPOs, including ones like Webtoon from Korea, who have come to market with us this year. We had Kaspi raised over $1 billion from Kazakhstan. So it definitely is a global IPO market, and we're looking forward to that continuing, not just through the balance of the year, but certainly in 25.
You were saying in the ad break that North Asia is really standing out to you in terms of the pipeline and the prospects that you see there. So North Asia meaning Japan and South Korea essentially.
Correct. I actually just came back from spending a week in Japan the week before last. For the past, let's say, 18 years, I've been at Nasdaq 18 years, 16 years I've run this region. It started as being China. It's moved to Southeast Asia, and just the past 2 or 3 years, North Asia, Japan, and Korea have been very interesting markets. We had more IPOs from Japan last year than we had in the past decade combined. And then, as I mentioned, Webtoon came public this year, and we think that between biotech, other healthcare companies, and some interesting technology companies, Korea is interesting.
But Japanese and South Korean companies, how ready do you think they are in terms of tapping into global investors based out of the U.S. in terms of the language and really getting their attention?
A lot of them speak English already. I think you underestimate the number that at the management level. I sat in a private dinner the other night with a number of the leading Japanese companies. All the CEOs, founders, all spoke English. I think that they're more ready than we think they are ready. And I think that we're going to have a resurgence of global IPOs out of those markets. We had a lot of them list in the U.S. back in the early 90s. A number of them delisted over time, but it's an exciting time, and I do think that they're ready. Their businesses are mature, they're global businesses, and they're in the right sectors. They're in healthcare, they're in tech, they're in AI, especially companies coming from Japan.